Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we're actually going to be discussing the entire market. The indices haven't opened yet. They are about to open in about 2 minutes at about 9:30 a.m. But overall, we are going to be jumping in and discussing the overall market right now, some concerning factors as well, and really kind of addressing what is happening overall within the market. So, with that being said, I hope everybody is having a great day today. It is pretty early for me. Overall, you guys already know that I don't really upload this early, but I figured why not wake up and pretty much get in on the pretty much early action of the overall market and really kind of address what I think is going to be happening today. So with that being said, let's just jump into it and let's talk about it. So let's refresh the market. We are currently down about 3.96% at about a $1.86 trillion market cap. We do see Bitcoin's ranging lower here at about 2.67% down. We also see Ethereum is still ranging here, and we see our altcoins, for an example, XRP sitting at about 94 cents almost, still down about 2.19%, down roughly 0.21% on the 7-day span, so no movement too much on the 7-day span. And we also see HBAR down here about almost 32 cents, down about 7.13%, almost down 6.28% on the 7-day span. And these levels are very significant on a lot of these assets, especially even Bitcoin, and we're actually going to be addressing that and talking about that. So let's actually talk first about Bitcoin, and then we're going to be talking about a few market indicators as well, including the total market cap of the altcoin market cap, as well as the total crypto market cap as well. So first off, let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's talk about what happened. So right now, I'm not too dead set on this support zone here being the major indicating factor for what happens. I mean, this is actually a major resistance point going all the way back to July. So I'm not too worried about this line overall being the major sign of support. So we could dip down a little bit. Overall, I think our major support is actually the 100-day MA on the daily. On the weekly, I think our major support level is actually the 50-day MA, as you guys do see down here at around 39K overall. So when we're talking about the major support levels, I don't think that we go much lower on Bitcoin. We'll probably range around these levels. I think that when we're talking about 39K and we're talking about around that level, I still think our major sign of defense, or our last line of defense, is more so down here at about 40.7K. I think 40K, like around this level down here at 42, like this almost 41K zone, is still our bottom point for Bitcoin. I think that that is the pretty much bottom being in. So accumulating around this zone for a lot of assets isn't a bad idea. I'm just saying, yeah, we could wick down as low as 38K, but I don't think that we go there, especially considering the fact if we look back at the weekly, we retested that 50-day MA almost exactly back here on the 20th, which is 8 days ago. I know that we are ranging a little bit lower, but as you guys do see, we are also ranging a little bit above that support zone. We are fairly early still into the day, so I think if the indices could open and rally a little bit, I think that that could be very bullish for Bitcoin as well. In the long term span of things, I think that we just really need to break out of some resistance, and that resistance is marked on the chart at about 44.9K up here. We topped out a little bit on 2 occasions, actually, the 23rd and the 24th. We couldn't really break that resistance, so we really need to break out of that zone up there. So this channel up here is the most leading indicator of us actually going higher. I expect that to happen most likely by Thursday or Friday, due to Thursday being the monthly candle close. I think that we will close fairly bullish overall, but that is what I'm watching for right now on Bitcoin. There's nothing really updated in regards to the chart right now for Bitcoin. I think that we are holding the 100-day MA fairly good at about 41.1K, and I think that we're just kind of ranging between this and also that 44.9K zone. So until 44.9K is broken officially and we actually hold above it and maybe possibly break the 200-day MA at about 45.4K, or we break down below 40.7K, or even break the 100-day MA at 41.1K, I'm going to be concerned. Okay, so main thing to look at is watch for the 100-day MA being broken right here, okay? And watch for the 44.9K being broken and actually held. So these two lines on the chart are very significant overall. I'm waiting for a bit of a validation point for us to really kind of move forward. I know it's been a little bit of a slow week. I know it's been a little bit of a slow time, especially in terms of accumulation and movement. And I know that a lot of people don't like to hear that or see that, but that is the case that we are trading in right now. Now, in terms of Bitcoin dominance, okay, and also we are going to be talking about Ripple, XRP, and also HBAR in this video, so please be patient. So overall, when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance is ranging now on resistance or above resistance, but it actually turned into a little bit of a support zone. A lot of these lines are very hard to actually channel in regards to Bitcoin dominance, but what I really want to see us do is top out somewhere around that 45 or 42.85 percent zone. That's up at the 50-day MA up here. I think that would be really good to top out, touch it maybe, and actually reject off of it under a resistance point that will pretty much essentially, or a support zone that will essentially turn into a resistance point on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, for what it is, hasn't been really too bad of an indicator so far in regards to its movements. It's honestly fairly bearish in a sense, especially if you look at this. So overall, it's probably going to retest a major resistance point, reject off of it, and go lower as we do range into October. And the same will go for Bitcoin, right? As I think Bitcoin will range a little bit higher as we march into October, and that will pretty much lead Bitcoin dominance to gain some strength, reject, and come back down lower while altcoins kind of move up in price as well. Now, in regards to the altcoin market cap, so this is the concerning factor for me, all right? We keep hitting resistance at the 50-day MA at about $1.17 trillion, and we keep rejecting off of that. And right now, there's not too much support that we're pretty much trading on right now at about this $1.10 trillion zone. It's actually the major support zone of about 1.098 trillion, and we're pretty much on that zone right now. So, you know, we could retest a bottom support down here at about 1.04 trillion dollars. But realistically speaking, the major sign of resistance is up here at about $1.191 trillion. We need to break out of this channel. Again, a lot of the things that we're looking at right now in the market is signs of resistance and support. There is not a lot of support that there is left to channel, and every single time that Bitcoin taps support down here, right, or it taps the 100-day MA, if you will, or tries to go down to the 100-day MA, Bitcoin gets weaker and weaker every single time that we do that. So I am expecting, or I want, I should say, to see some sort of breakout channel above resistance and actually gain support at a resistance level, because that would be the bullish leading factor for a lot of these markets. Now, in terms of the overall crypto market cap, again, what are you seeing here? We're seeing that there's major resistance on the 50-day MA up at about $2.05 trillion. And we rejected off of that twice already, and we cannot break out of this level. So right now we are ranging between the 200 and the 50-day MA, exactly as you guys do see on the yellow line, and also the blue line up here. That is the 200-day MA down here, and this is the 50-day MA up here. So overall, when we're talking about this, we want to break above $2.04 trillion when we do move on this chart again. Overall, there's not too much support levels to really kind of be channeled here. We're just almost watching the major past patterns on this chart. So overall, I do want to see a break above 2.04 trillion. Now, let's talk about HBAR and let's talk about XRP as they are ranging. I know that I saved this for the ending of the video, but you should be watching the whole video anyways to really understand what is happening overall in the market. I have to talk about Bitcoin. I have to talk about these markets as well, because they all lead us to our altcoins. Our altcoins cannot move unless we actually decouple from Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin is actually doing good. Right now, it's not. And as you guys do see, Hedera hash graph, for what it is, has been showing some bearishness. Now, we have retested the 50-day MA down at about 30.6 cents, right? Overall, I think that we hold that line for now, unless we break down below 36, all right? 30.6 cents. So unless we break this line down here, I am not going to be too concerned. But if we do lose that, the next major sign of support, and this is where I personally would have a bid at if you guys did want to buy a little bit lower, would be 27 cents. That's where I personally would have, and it's not a guaranteed to get targeted buy order. I'm just saying that's where I would have my next major target point of a buy order set at. If we hit this mark, okay, I'm just going to say right now, we will go lower on Bitcoin. Bitcoin will most likely test 38K if this is targeted, just so you guys know. So overall, when we're talking about HBAR, I think that we hold the 50-day MA for now. I'm watching this throughout the week as well if we do retest a major support zone or not. I'm also watching the Bitcoin chart, as the Bitcoin chart is pretty much ranging as well. And if we do test a low on the Bitcoin chart, right, first off, this is the major sign of support. And guess what? We're basically on that. So overall, when we're talking about, what are we doing? Well, it just means that we're probably going to be coming down a little bit lower overall on the charts for HBAR, and we'll probably retest a major support, which is probably the 27-cent zone overall for HBAR. Now, I am watching the indices as we do know that they are basically going to be opening, and they just opened actually, and they are doing a little bit of volatile price action, so they are going to look a little choppy today. Overall, I'm going to be watching these throughout the day, as well as the dollar, as the dollar is the major concerning factor right now as we do range above resistance. I'm watching this very closely. I do want this to reject here. If not, we will range to 94 plus. This will be very volatile for crypto. This will also allow for a lot of us to get a little bit better buys on some of our altcoins as well. Now, in regards to XRP, again, XRP is just ranging on support here, guys. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on these throughout the week as well in regards to HBAR and XRP, because these are ranging between some major support and resistance levels. Look at what you see on the chart right now. We are trading between the 200 and the 100-day MA on XRP. So until we see a breaking point above this yellow line up here or below this line here, there is not too much to discuss in regards to XRP, because we are just kind of ranging here with the market, the entire market. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, HBAR, it made an all-time high. Why aren't we at $1 plus? And a lot of people are saying, well, XRP was supposed to run already. Why? Well, guess what? Where is any other altcoin running, right? There's no other altcoin doing incredible moves right now. There's no other altcoin that is making significant moves. I mean, there's a few that are up a little bit. Like, if we come up here and look at Luna, Luna's up 26% on the 7-day, but nothing is running right now. And the reason why is because Bitcoin is ranging. We need Bitcoin to move. We need Bitcoin to break a significant level to validate our altcoins and the entire market to move. And I think that we're still good in regards to that major move in October, and I think that by the end of the month, I still think that we will see a great monthly candle close. I think that will bring us to a major sign, possibly, in terms of Bitcoin. I think that we could see a close above 44.9K. I think that that's what we really need. We need a close above that level to really be back into a very bullish sentiment. Right now, even in regards to the fear and greed index, we are at 25, extreme fear. So when we're talking about this, we're talking about the entire market, and a lot of people are fearful right now. Overall, a lot of people are also buying, though. In regards to HBAR, I think that we are near bottom levels for a lot of these altcoins. I think that we are near bottom levels for a lot of the market, especially even Bitcoin. So when we're talking about the entire market, do I think that we can go lower? The signs for us to go lower, it's possible, right? We can go and retest 38K. Do I want to see that? Absolutely not. It's almost like when everybody was calling for 20K on Bitcoin, back in May and June. I was like, I personally don't want to see 20K, because that will lose a lot of technical support. That will also bring Bitcoin to crucial levels where we really need to see a movement in the market for us to be in a good bullish sentiment. Now, we're just kind of ranging. There's no bullish or bearish, sentiment right now in terms of the market. I'm not fearful. I'm not greedy. I'm actually just kind of vibing realistically, because there's nothing really to, talk about. There's nothing to really report on in a sense of being bullish or bearish. I mean, I'm still bullish long term in this market. I'm still very bullish by the fact that, I think that by December, by January, I think that the market's going to be extremely, different. I think that we will make life-changing gains by the end of this year, and I'm still bullish on that. I'm just bearish short term. I think that, short term we could see some volatile price action, which I've been always warning you guys about. So overall in the market, nothing's really changed. I think that we're pretty much in a bearish sort of sediment period where we're just kind of trading between major support and resistance. So until one is actually broken or channeled, we're just going to be watching paint dry, realistically speaking. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. Just before this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.